This is a Beyond the Badge with Vincent Hill Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
Now, anyone that knows me knows I'm not a politician. They know this, but most of the people that know me know I swing on the conservative side. But there are a few things, and I've mentioned this on my show, that have me really, really rattled when it comes to the statements by President Obama. Let's call a spade a spade. This guy pledged allegiance to ISIS. He's been on a watch list, a terrorist watch list. But yet we don't want to call this radical Islam. We just want to call it a terrorist attack. Well, what is ISIS? A radical Islamic group. Plain and simple. So let's call a spade a spade. If I had an ISIS, he would look like ISIS. Let's call it what it is. ISIS is ISIS, a radical Islamic group. So, of course, when this breaks, the president goes right back to what he always says about all of the other mass shootings, about how this is a gun control issue. And let me play that soundbite for you.
Today marks the most deadly shooting in American history. The shooter was apparently armed with a handgun and a powerful assault rifle. This massacre is therefore a further reminder of how easy it is for someone to get their hands on a weapon that lets them shoot people in a school, or in a house of worship, or a movie theater, or in a nightclub. And we have to decide if that's the kind of country we want to be.
Well, with all due respect, Mr. President, I would have to disagree. You said we have to decide if that's the type of world we want to live in. That is the world we live in, where a legal U.S. citizen can go and purchase an assault rifle, a handgun legally at a gun store, which is what this shooter did. It's our Second Amendment God-given right that we've had for hundreds and hundreds of years. We've had it before you were president of the United States. We will have it long after you're the president of the United States, because this is the United States. But the world I don't want to live in is a world where terrorists in this country are free to move around and do what they do. That's the world I don't want to live in. When someone who is flagged on a terrorist watch list can still go buy a gun is a world I don't want to live in. But for you to easily say this just shows how easy it is for someone to get a gun and go out and do this. Well, I know plenty of people, civilian or police, that own AR-15s. I've shot an AR-15. I've carried around a shotgun and a few other guns at any given time, but I never went into a nightclub and killed 50 people. I never pledged my allegiance to ISIS to say, I'm going to carry out your political goal. Remember, that's the definition of terrorism. I've never even thought to tell people as a joke, yeah, I got this many guns and I'm going to go kill people because I pledge allegiance to Allah, a jihad, or whatever. Because I bought my guns legally as an American, my God-given right. I have one right beside me right now, Glock 26, because it's my God-given U.S. citizen right. So guns are not the problem.
Beyond the Badge with Vincent Hill can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.